Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. My name is Lindy and this is Much Love Tarot. Welcome everyone. Today I wanted to do things a little bit differently. I wanted to take a look, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Is this meant to happen or anything we can get? It is going to be rather short little answers. So I'm just going to take a look at the tarot and then maybe add an oracle onto it, but not too many. Very quick paced, very quick little answer. That's also why we have 8 piles today. As always, let me get over the announcements first real quick. You can still book private readings with me. My email address is in the description box below. Send me an email. I'll get back to you with all the information that you need to know and all the options I have available as well. There is also a Linktree link in the description box. If you go over there, you'll find basically everything from my Instagram and TikTok, all the way to if you feel generous and would like to make a donation, all the ways you can do that as well. Or you can, of course, just stay here on YouTube and do that as well. Now, let's just dive into all the options we have today. So, is there going to be reconciliation? Is that in the cards? Is that happening? Pile number 1, you are going to be this card with, hopefully it like focused. Yeah, okay. We have limitations and fears for pile number 1, limitations and fears. Pile number 2, you are going to be family, home, and commitment. For pile 2, pile number 3, you guys are going to be faith, detours, and divine intervention. For pile number 3. Pile number 4, you are going to be lack and doubts. Lack and doubts. For pile 4. Pile number 5, you are going to be separation and longing. Separation and longing for pile number 5. Number 6, you are going to be feminine. The feminine card. For pile 6. Pile 7, you guys are going to be reunion and soul ties. Reunion and soul ties for pile 7. And pile number 8, you are going to be North Node and cosmic purpose. North Node and cosmic purpose. As always, this is going to be a general reading. Not all messages might resonate for you. Feel free to pick a different pile when it doesn't. This is also one where if you're drawn to multiple piles, there might be, multiple messages in different piles for you guys as well. So feel free to pick more than one pile for this. Again, it is a general reading. Not all messages might resonate for you. And as always, whether or not there is going to be an answer to reconciliation or not, there is always a choice. There's always a choice. So if you need some more time to figure out which pile belongs to you, then pause the video here, and otherwise I will talk to you guys in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So if you chose this card with limitations and fears, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be taking a look at the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Let's just dive in with the tarot first. So for pile number 1, will there be reconciliation between pile number 1 and the person on their mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Oh, that went flying. Okay, let's see what we have so far and take a look if we need some more. First off, we have the 3 of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Pentacles. The 6 of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. And I want to add some more to this. So pile number 1, limitations and fears. Will there be reconciliation between them and the person on their mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Okay, let's see what else. We have the Magician, the 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, and the 8 of Swords, yeah. Around this subject, or I'm a bit where I'm not sure whether this is your energy or there, but there is a lot of fear going on, of course, with fears and limitations. Overall energy with that Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is being hurt, being knocked down, being, not just by this person, by kind of like by life. A lot of things happen. It seems like it never really works out the way you want to or the way you intend to, or that life just seems not working for you. That type of feeling around this situation as well. I feel like there's a lot of good memories with this person. I think there's still a lot of love, a lot of care. I'm almost feeling, honestly, where at one end with the Magician, there's that feeling, well, if you want to, then there is that, nudge to manifest. As in, if you wanted, go manifest it, but make sure what it is that you're manifesting. If it's this person, like, what are their qualities? What is it about this person that you're wanting to manifest? The Three of Wands here to me is very significant, where I feel like the universe, like, okay, it's okay to manifest this person in your life, but in the meantime, also, like, look elsewhere, date other people, I don't know, go on a trip or vacation, or because I feel that there is a little bit of a need of some more, like, alone time with that Nine of Pentacles as well. That for now, again, with that limitations and fears and that Ten of Swords, there is a need for, like, working on your internal happiness, like being happy being alone. Of course, for some people, that's a bit where, like, well, I'm not happy alone. I don't want to be happy alone. Where it's more about, like, focusing on self. Again, being happy who you are on the inside, work through whatever that pain is, as well as that fear and limitations. Because fear and limitations, to me, feels like a lack of confidence. And that's a bit where they're like, okay, like, if you want this person to manifest in your life, then you need to be, someone that fits with that person as well, right? You need to be their counterpart as well. And I think that's a little bit where the work is needed. I do feel that there is some history between the two of you. At least, like, happy memories is kind of what I'm feeling here. Very much happy memories. Honestly, pile number one, for you guys, I'm more like, it kind of depends whether or not those limitations and fears are going to get the better of you, of them, of this whole connection, that will lead to reconciliation, yes or no. Right? I think there's still some work that needs to be done here for that to happen. But with all the kings here, I'm not, I do feel that it, if there was reconciliation, that it would be, like, stable long term. But again, I'm seeing kings, I'm not seeing queens. So one of the two needs to step up, or, like, get to the level of the king as well. Be the counterpart of the king. Be that person that fits there. Be the person that they deserve to have in their life as well. So I feel like I'm gonna leave the reading here for you guys. I think that's pretty clear. It really depends. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, as well as some encouragement to date other people, or to, like, learn more about yourself, who you are, what you want, how you can be. Almost like, I don't want to say use those dates as like a test, but it kind of feels like that, where it's like, well, if you want that person, maybe date other types of people, and you need practice in order to become a queen. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. As always, like the video if you enjoyed this type of content, so I know that I can make more of this. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me. Showed your support to me and the channel as well. So thank you also so much for doing so, for being here. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass, get them. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose this card with family, home, and commitment, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking at the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Let's take a look at the tarot for this question. So pile number 2 with family, home, commitment. Is there going to be reconciliation between pile number 2 and the person on their mind? Is there going to be reconciliation there? Let's see what we have so far and if I need some more. First off, we have the 2 of Cups. Then we have the 4 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the Fool. And we have the 10 of Wands. And then I want to get some more. So for pile number 2, will there be reconciliation between them and the person on their mind? Will there be reconciliation? We also have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. And I want to get one more for pile number 2. Will there be reconciliation there? And that is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. And underneath that, we have the Tower as well. Okay. Will there be reconciliation? With that Tower underneath that, I'm just getting a little bit like the ending feeling, how that connection kind of ended, which was very sudden, very, you know, for some of you, it might be even like shocking. I see a lot of like tiredness, as well as like there being a choice. Is it going to be worth it? Do I want to? Do I really want to continue? Is it going to be worth it in the end? All this sacrifice, all this, you know, tiredness. I also see a beginning where I'm like, there might be a chance of reconciliation, of a start over, a new start, a new beginning. I do feel there's a lot of contemplation. With that 4 of Cups, there is still a lot of like thinking of the past, thinking of how things ended, how they treated you, what went wrong, you know, and maybe for some of you even holding a grudge a little bit, having a hard time letting go of all that and seeing the new opportunities coming in. Because the Fool is like a fresh start, a totally new beginning. Like, hi, my name is Lindy, nice to meet you, that type of beginning, right? Where you introduce each other again, where you get to know each other from blank, right? And I do see the possibilities being there. I feel like for some of you, there might be like a third option where there is reconciliation, no reconciliation, and something in between. Like a third option. Or, I don't know, for some of you where it's like family involved, where you have children with this person, you know, where it's, you need to get along because of the children. You are going to see each other because of the children. And whether it's like, are we going to get back together or are we not? And I feel like there's something like in between here, right? Where you, I don't know, you can have, oh, how do you say that? Oh, how do you say that? Really need to look that up because I feel like I talk about this a whole lot. In the Netherlands, we have this word for a relationship where each of the 2 partners have their own home and stuff, and then they just like meet up and do fun things together, go on dates, and then they separate again to their own home type of thing. Sometimes one sleeps over at one place, but you always have your own sanctuary of peace of mind type thing. And I feel like for some of you, that might be an option to work with as well, or at least it's going to be something different, right? Something that you guys need to explore or look into if that's something that you would be interested in. With that Knight of Pentacles as the overall energy, whatever like decision you make on this, it's going to be a very slow process. It's going to be taking baby steps, wanting to do things right before moving on to the next step type thing. Really, really taking your time, really like thinking it through, really doing it right. Does that mean you're not going to make mistakes? No, of course not. You're human. But just like not, because for some of you, I feel like when the opportunity comes, there might be some eagerness to jump into this as well. Again, take it very slow, because you don't want to rush into it and end the way that you ended with this person before. Again, with that Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, I sometimes describe her as a little bit of an ice queen, so pay attention to that as well, that you don't turn into an ice queen. But for some of you, that mentality can be helpful to taking it slow. You know, think about it, not go off of feelings, but really logical thinking, especially if there are children involved, because they can get hurt as well. It's not just you that's, you know, at risk of getting hurt. So take it very slow, take it logical. As well, the Queen of Swords is a master in communicating as well. So, you know, have healthy communication of what are the expectations, what do we want, and as well as some inner, you know, don't make decisions right away, you know. Again, like my mom always said, if you're making a huge, big decision, sleep on it. Don't make that decision the same day. Sleep on it. Really go inward. What is this going to mean for me? How do I see this happening? You know, again, take your time. Don't rush into it, because there is a lot of things that needs to be, you know, a lot of baggage that you need to go through to not bring this into this connection again. So is there a chance of reconciliation? Yes, I think there is that choice that is going to come in. Again, it is a choice. So even if I'm saying, like, you know, work it through or look into different directions, it is a choice. You have the choice in this, whether or not you feel like all this, because it's a lot of hard work, if that is worth the while. Again, if there is family involved, or if there is like other people, children involved, don't make haste decisions with this, but I definitely feel that there is the possibility of reconciliation here for you guys. So I am gonna leave the reading here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed this type of content, so I know that I can make more of this. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me, as well as show your support to me and the channel. So thank you all so much for doing so, for being here, for all the love and support. Go have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass. You got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose this card with faith, detours, and divine intervention, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking into the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Let me jump in right away with the tarot and see what comes up. So for pile number 3, will there be reconciliation between them and the person on their mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Let's see what we have and if we need some more. First off, we have the 6 of Wands. We have the 4 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Sun, the 7 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and then I want to get one more just to fill out that gap over there. Will there be reconciliation between pile number 3 and their person? And this is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay. And then at the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. Oh, look at that. And we also have the Ace of Wands underneath that. Okay, let's see. Will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? I'm almost feeling with that faith and detours as well that there might have been a detour for you and in this connection and this person. With the Ace of Swords as the overall energy, I'm definitely feeling that there is going to be the opportunity, at least for like a conversation or a talk to this person, where you meet again. And for some of you, I'm feeling for some of you, there might again have been some like time in between this. But there is definitely some sort of conversation that's going to happen. And I feel like, again, with that Ace of Wands as well, that there is still going to be attraction between the two of you. I feel like when you guys have that conversation, it will feel like home. It will feel very comfortable, very like good, right? There is still some underlying trust issues, whether that's with each other or like one of the two just has trust issues. I think there will be some time between meeting and the next step, because I do feel that there is going to be some sort of love offer going to come in with that Page of Cups and Knight of Cups as well, and the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords just kind of like goes after what it is that they want. We have 4 Knights. That's also something I'm noticing. 4 Knights, Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely feel that there is going to be some sort of like pursuing that's gonna happen. It might take some time though. There might be some time in between, like you meeting. I don't know, for some of you it might be that when you meet again and have that conversation and have that feeling of like being comfortable around each other, feeling home, it might be at that case that one of the two might be in a relationship and that needs to be, you know, wrapped up. But that Sun is beautiful feelings of happiness as well. So yeah, I feel like you guys will reconcile. Or, again, like I said in the intro, there is always a choice. I feel like there is going to be that encounter that is going to happen if you're open for it and have that conversation. And that might lead into an offer of love or a pursuit of love as well. But again, it might take some time. There are, again, with that 7 of Swords, there are trust issues. There are, I don't know, in the past, things happening that needs to be addressed or needs to be talked about, or that trust needs to be built up there. 6 of Wands talks about victory, Sun, beautiful energy of happiness, of fulfillment. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be the quickest reading today. I feel that there is going to be that reconciliation, or at least that conversation or talk, run into them type of thing. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, let me know. If you've already had that encounter, let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed watching it, so I know that I can make more of this type of pick a card style readings as well for you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me. It shows your support to me and the channel as well. So thank you all so much for being here, for all the love and support I have been getting. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass. You got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 4. So if you chose this card with lack and doubts, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be asking the question, will you guys have reconciliation? This kind of, I was like, whenever before I start the reading, I always shuffle the deck a little bit and look at the cards to meditate a little bit. And to me, it kind of reminded me of the previous card that we had for pile number 3, which was Fate, Detours, and Divine Intervention. To me, that tree just kind of reminded me of this card, where I'm like, oh, and then with that lack, doubts, maybe feeling doubtful whether or not this is like faith, or if it's just a detour, or like not trusting the universe, kind of what I'm feeling here with this card. But let's take a look for you guys with the tarot pile number 4. Will there be reconciliation for you with you and your person? Will there be reconciliation? Okay, let's see what we have and if we need some more. I think I got more than enough. Let's see. First off, we have the devil. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Empress. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Death, the Death card. Okay, yeah. Then the Two of Wands. Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. Okay. So with the Death card at the bottom of the deck, the Death, a lot of people, whenever the Death card comes up, they're like, oh no, oh no, no, no. But to me, the Death card is beautiful energy of transformation, of the ending of one cycle and the start of a new one, rebirth as well. So I'm leaning more towards a yes. Let me tell you what I'm seeing some more. So with that devil, to start with the devil, there is a lot of fear surrounding you, this connection. Maybe you're very fearful or doubtful, again, with that lack and doubts. We have the King and Queen of Wands. That's a perfect set, right? A perfect combination. For some, it might be a soul connection as well. Soulmate, twin flame, karmic partner. But then we have the Four of Pentacles, which is someone that's very closed off, not willing to open up. Again, a lot of fear being based here. With that Seven of Swords, there might have been issues in the past of that are now giving you a lot of trust issues, trusting people or trusting this particular person. As well as with the Ten of Wands, just very tired energy. Do I really want to continue? Is this really what, you know, or is this just gonna hurt me more? Should I have learned my lesson in the past and now move on from this connection? Even though, again, with that like I said at the start, I feel like there is this doubting the universe or not trusting the universe and like feeling like you are a person that lacks a lot of things or have trust issues. You don't deserve this person. That type of feeling that I'm feeling through this. Like I said, with a Death card and the Empress on top of it, I feel like there is a need. Okay, one, will there be reconciliation? I definitely feel that the universe, like, trying to make this happen, this connection, but there's a need for you to transform, let go of that old way of thinking of yourself and transform into that Empress energy. With that Three of Pentacles, it talks about working together, right? That means for some of you, it doesn't mean like getting back together, working it out together. It can also be taking small steps. So I don't know, go to couples counseling or go to a therapist for yourself, for your own fears, and, you know, stepping into that Empress energy. Because right now I see a very closed energy, and that doesn't invite someone else in, right? We also have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is a long-term committed relationship that you feel safe, comfortable with, that you're feeling okay and light about sharing how you're feeling, your emotions and whatnot. So will there be reconciliation? I feel like the possibility is very much here. I think the universe is very much, you know, trying to bring this person in, but there is some sort of transformation needed, whether that's only for you or whether that's for both of you or maybe for them to do. That is something that needs to happen before that reconciliation can happen or will happen or, you know, is healthy. Yeah. Again, King and Queen of Wands, that's a perfect couple, but there's just lacking of trust with the universe. Again, like I said in the intro, there's always a choice. If this is an unhealthy situation, again, you know, sometimes soul connections are there for lessons to be learned, right? But the lesson needs to be learned before you can move forward. And that's, again, there is some transformation, some learning that needs to be done before moving forward, before the next step. For some of you, it is the next step into reconciliation with this person. For some, it is the next step in order to move away from this person. Again, that fits for you how it does. But yeah, the universe just wanting you to get in your power and trust the universe that they bring things in for you to grow and learn and become that Empress energy. And with the Death card underneath the deck, there is an ending needed, an ending of a cycle that's needed and a start of a new beginning. So yeah, I am gonna leave the reading here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed this type of reading, so I know that I can make more of this type of content for you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me, shows your support to me and the channel. So thank you all so much for doing so, for being here, for all the continued love and support I have been getting. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass. You got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 5s. So if you chose this card with separation and longing, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking into the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Let's take a look what the tarot has to say about this for you guys. So pile number 5, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind with this longing and separation card here? Okay, let's see what we have so far. And let's see if we need some more, which I think we do. But let's see. First off, we have the 7 of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Cups. The 5 of Wands. The High Priest, which is the Hierophant, by the way. And we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, and then I want to get 2 more for you guys. Will there be reconciliation here for pile number 5 and their person? Okay, let's see. We have the Page of Wands, as well as the 6 of Pentacles. And then at the bottom, we have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. As well as the Queen of Swords. Okay. So while I was like shuffling the first half of this, the one I always peek a little bit at the bottom before I start shuffling again, and that was the King of Swords. And now for the second run, we have the Queen of Swords. So it almost feels a little bit tragic. A little bit tragic of like that they got separated type thing, you know. Or I'm a bit like, oh, this is sad. Okay, I feel there is a lot of like defensiveness or a lot of, I don't know, for some of you it's like, you know, this was the right thing, this was what's supposed to happen, you know, this almost like defending actions or something. It wasn't meant to be, or like one of the two was not ready, or it just feels a bit like, again, tragic to me. With that 3 of Cups, I feel like that there is, because this could be like a friendship thing, right? Or a family member. That there was a good like foundation of friendship, or, you know, you guys could get along really well and had each other's, you know, interest at heart. And I'm just a bit where I'm like, what happened here? The Knight of Pentacles talks about like, again, doing the right thing, but like the Knight of Pentacles, whenever it comes about like timing and whatnot, it's the slowest moving energy in the deck. So there's a lot, like a big time period. But again, the Knight of Pentacles talks about doing the right thing, or doing, yes, taking your time, and yes, taking it slow, but doing Like the Knight of Pentacles to me is about like sowing a field, right? And almost like sowing one seed at a time to make sure it's done right, that it will bloom, that it will, diligently working through the entire field. It will take a lot of time, but at least, spend a lot of like time and effort into making it happen type of thing, instead of like rushing through it, which is also a possibility because they're on the back of a horse, but not using that, right? Wanting to do the right thing, the next step. I'm just a bit like baffled again with, will there be reconciliation here? To be honest, for me, this just says like the right next step. And I'm not, because I feel like that's very different. For those of you that are watching, for some of you, that's moving on. For some of you, that is reconciliation. With that Page of Wands, I do see a new, fresh adventure start, beginning. But again, I'm kind of where I'm like, that could be with this person, but it can also just like moving on. Because for some of you, I feel that this might be a connection that ended very recently, and then the universe like kind of like trying to persuade you into going on this adventure without this person, moving on, type thing. Again, where this is a long period of time in between, this might be, well, I'll just, take a shot. Take a shot with this person. With that Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, there's a lot of like, I almost want to say overthinking, a lot of how do you say, is that overthinking in English? In the Netherlands we have a word that's like piekeren, which I don't know if that translates well in English, but it's like a lot of thinking, usually, at nighttime when you're trying to sleep, thinking a lot about what's going on, how you're feeling, what's the next best move, as well as feeling lonely, or, and then with that Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, sometimes I describe this Queen of Swords a little bit as an ice queen. Very cold, very direct, very sharp in her communicating, but also very intelligent. But the Queen of Swords not led by her emotion, by her feeling, but more so with her thinking. What am I getting out of this connection right now? Is that worth holding on to, or should I move on? I think this, for you guys, I think there's just a lot of like internal battle going on and still being defensive. Again, where I'm talking about the right next step, I feel for some of you it is moving forward, moving on, but while I'm saying this with that Seven of Wands, I'm feeling a lot of defensiveness where you're already going, oh, this is not for me type thing. Because with that separation and longing, there's a lot of you focusing on them, where I feel like the focus should be more on self. Because again, what are you getting out of this connection right now that makes you hold on to this connection? And I don't think it is a high vibration energy that is happening here. I do kind of want to take a look at that Six of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. At the bottom of that, we have the Six of Swords. Again, like, Six of Swords is leaving in the past something that's no longer serving you. It's not bringing in happiness with moving forward. Six of Pentacles, and we have the Star. Okay, yeah, okay. Again, for those of you where there was a small time period between this separation, there is high hopes for the future. Again, there's just some time needed in between this, right? It's not going to be if it's been like 2 weeks where it's like, okay, yes, like that's enough time, let's bring this person back in again. No, there is a need for time. There is that high hope for the future. But right now, this connection is not bringing in, again, high vibration energy. it's kind of like keeping you down, and the universe like, let's go on an adventure, let's, you know, take that right next step, moving forward. But I do see that there is high hope for the future of that happening, but again, time. And it's going to be longer than you expected, longer than you wanted. But yeah, it's so far away that, you know, in the meantime, there's something that you need to do, and that's like an adventure. So might as well use that time wisely as well. So yeah, I am gonna leave the reading here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Let me know as well with that timing and whatnot, like, you know, what the period is. You know, if you, I don't know, feel angry with me right now, let me know as well. We can have a talk. Again, like I said in the intro, there is always a choice, right? There's always a choice. So yeah, leave it down in the comments. We can have a conversation about this as well. Like the video if you enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me. Shows your support to me and the channel, and you become part of our community here. So thank you all so much for doing so, for being here, and for all the love and support I have been getting. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass. You got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 6. So if you chose this card with feminine, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking into the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? So let's take a look what the tarot has to say about this for you guys. So I'm already seeing for some of you, this might be about like a mother figure. For others of you, this can be your divine masculine or divine feminine partner as well. But let's take a look at what comes up for pile number 6. Will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Will there be reconciliation? Let's see if we need some more after this. Let's gather everything and then take a look. So while shuffling, like, because I always do a shuffle before I start the video for you guys, and I saw a lot of kings and stuff come up, and I see some of them here, the ones that I saw. So let's take a look what we have. Pile number 6. First off, we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Fool, we have the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and we have the World. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles as well, the 5 of Pentacles. So the overall energy, I feel like you guys have had a lot of history, I do see, again, we have 3 out of the 4 aces, as well as the Fool. So those are all about beginnings. With or new beginnings. With the World as well. The World is the last card of the deck. That's an ending of a cycle again, and a start of a new one. And I think that's a little bit the point that you guys are at. I think there's a lot of history, a lot of things happen. I think there's a lot of miscommunication between the two of you, or you guys just communicate very differently. I feel like this is really the point, right? This is the moment where you decide, am I going to invest more into this connection, or am I going to burn that bridge and move forward? Again, with that overall energy of the 5 Pentacles, there is a lot of feeling of lack, abandonment. Like feeling not ready, feeling not good enough, feeling, you know, like just like for some of you it might be like abandonment issues being a thing. I do feel that there is, to make this decision, a need to step into your divine feminine energy with that 4 of Swords in order to make a good decision. Take a step back, take a breather, regardless of those abandonment issues or those feeling of lack of not being good enough. Take a harsh look. Do I want this person in my life, and on what terms? With that feminine energy, definitely like set boundaries around your emotions of how close they can get to be in your life. I do feel, again, where this, I'm leaning more towards that this could be like a parent relationship or a family member relationship where like, okay, for an example, if this is a mother thing where there was like no contact, or you want them in your life because they are your mother, they, you know, you want to share the good things with them, but they just hurt you a lot in the past, or they have abandoned you in the past, or make you feel like you're not good enough. Have a healthy boundary around your emotions, that, you know, and that's a lot of hard work and a lot of training, but let them as close as you are comfortable with. You have set boundaries. Okay, I want you back in your life, but it's going to be on my terms so I don't get hurt again. Again, with that world energy, that's a completion. We have the last card of the deck as well as the first card of the deck. That's, you know, the world is an ending as well as just leaving everything in the past. Living in the moment with that full energy. The Fool is very present, very grounded, very living in the moment, in the now, not thinking about the future, not reminiscing of the past. What is it giving me in this present moment? Again, there might be some communication issues or differences between the two of you, but I definitely feel that this is not, to me, this is not one of the two is very grounded, again, very down to earth, very calm, and the other one can be very sharp in their communicating or very direct. They communicate almost without emotion in it. And I think that is something that could work well, or not well, but like it could work. It's not where it's like, you know, that's too explosive. But again, like I said in the intro, there is always a choice here. Do I see new beginnings? Yes. Do I see reconciliation? I definitely feel that is an option, because I do feel that there is a lot of love and a lot of emotion involved. For those of you where this is a relationship, there is also a lot of attraction, physical attraction, emotional attraction. I think you guys are almost like pulled towards each other. For some of you, this might be a divine counterpart. It can also be a soul contract that you guys have. But I definitely feel, again, that this could very much be reconciliation. Pay attention to that Five of Pentacles, because that runs deep. That feeling of lack, feeling of not being good enough, that feeling of abandonment, that can turn into a codependent relationship. So work through that. I kind of want to say first, before that reconciliation, because this is a lot and it runs deep. So yeah, I kind of want to leave the reading here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below how it did and how this fits in for you. Like the video if you enjoyed watching it, and if, you know, it shows me that I can make more of this type of content as well for you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me and shows your love and support to the channel as well. So thank you all so much for doing so, for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 7. So if you chose this card with reunion and soul ties, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking into the question, will there be reconciliation between the two of you? I feel like some of you picked this card just because it says reunion, and that you're hoping, more so like having the hope of a reunion. For some of you, you might have a soul tie. While shuffling the tarot deck before this, I did see like the Two of Cups come up and a couple more where I was like, okay, this could be a soul tie. But let's take a look what the tarot has to say. Again, as you guys know, I am a very direct reader. I do not, you know, read your hopes and dreams. Let's put it like that. So let's take a look. Pile number 7. Will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Will there be reconciliation between pile number 7 with that reunion and soul ties and the person on their mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Okay, let's see what we have, and then if I need any more as well. I don't think so. A lot popped out. Okay, first off, we have the 9 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the King of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, Karma, which is Judgment, and we have the shadow side, which is the Devil. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups underneath that. Okay. Will there be reconciliation? I think for right now, I don't see it happen. I think there might be a chance in the future, but for right now, the focus is very much working on yourself, working on your own happiness, loving who you are. I think you guys, you and this person do have a good foundation for it to happen in the future when you guys are both ready for it, because I do feel that there are a lot of good, fun memories with this person. Can also be like childhood memories as well. For some of you, there might be children involved here as well, that you have children with them. But I do feel that right now it's not the right timing. I do feel that there is a lot of love and care for you. Again, for some of you, there might be a soul connection there. I just think it's not, just right now, I don't think it's the right timing. With that Devil shadow side as well, and Judgment here, Karma. There's a lot of, again, it's just some things that needs to be worked through. For some of you, there might be long distance between the two of you that, you know, Spirit's like, well, that wouldn't work. You know, long distance, that's a lot of like, you know, hard work, trouble, and a lot of stress. And I think they just kind of want to work on, you know, you figuring out who are you, what do you want, leveling yourself up in order to get, you know, almost, I feel like, will there be reconciliation? I kind of want to lead towards a yes more further along the line in the future. Right now, I just don't see that being the right thing. And, you know, if you ask what then when is the right thing, I think you'll kind of know, because with that 8 of Wands, I think things will happen very quickly. Very rapidly. I don't know, where you run into them, you go on a date, and then you're together. Things happen very, very quickly. For some of you, you might have had that this is an ex-partner. For others of you, this might be someone, you know, the one that got away, or something like that. Again, with that Page of Pentacles, to me, that's very early or very young, of like, we were too young, we were not ready. And I just feel that right now is just not the right time. I do feel that there is going to be a reunion. Maybe you'll meet at a reunion of like school or whatnot. But right now there's just a need for expending yourself, is almost what I want to say, if that makes sense. And if you put enough of the hard work with that karma here, it will come to you. Good karma will come to you. So I kind of want to leave it here, honestly. This was a very short reading, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing not right now, but in the future, there's very much the possibility being there. There's just a lot of hard work that needs to be done, which is fine. There is a lot of love there, which is good. I just feel it's a bit premature right now. So yeah, I am gonna leave it here. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed watching it, so I know that I can make more of this type of content for you guys in the future. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me as well. Shows your love and support to the channel and to me. So thank you all so much for doing so, for being here, for all the love and support I have been getting. It is a bit overwhelming, but thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass, go get them, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 8. So if you chose this card with the North Node, with Cosmic and Purpose, then this is going to be your reading today. So we're going to be looking into the question, will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Now let's take a look what the tarot has to say about this for you guys. So pile number 8 with this North Node cosmic purpose. Will there be reconciliation between you and the person on your mind? Will there be reconciliation there? Okay, let's see what we have, and then I'll get some more because this is not enough. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Please focus. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, what else do we have there? Will there be reconciliation between pile number 8 and their person? Okay. Let's see. We have the wheel. We have the Wheel of the Year. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. The Moon. Okay, will there be reconciliation? Honestly, with that Moon energy and then the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel of the Year as well, I'm a bit where I'm like, it's a little bit hidden. Again, with that cosmic purpose, where with that wheel as well, like, I kind of want to say, like, if it's meant to be, it will be. But it's more so whether or not you will have the answer to it. They're like, just have faith in the universe that we want what's best for you, that we want to bring in that 10 of Pentacles, that long-term committed relationship, partnership, where you can build a legacy, have children, have a house with. We are bringing that in for you. There is just a little bit, again, a little bit of a feeling of you holding on to the past, holding on to what's no longer serving you, holding on to what is lost, the things that are no longer there, and that being a little bit clouded on new opportunities coming in. And again, you holding on to the past a little bit and not moving on from what's no longer serving you is an act of self-sabotage. And the universe almost like, no, let's just, you don't have to know whether this is, something or not. I do feel a lot of defensive energy about this connection. But there is this need, again, for the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, a new start. I feel that there might be someone that the universe is wanting to bring into your life also for a purpose. With that Ace of Wands, someone that you are very attracted to. With that Queen of Wands, someone that you can just have a lot of fun and joy with, and experience life and be maybe a bit more selfish and not think about that long-term committed relationship, but just have fun with it. We'll see where it goes. Not planning your wedding on the first date type of thing. Let it go. Trust the universe that they have your best interest and heart, because I do feel that they are trying to steer you towards that 10 of Pentacles energy, but there's just a lot of holding on to the past, a need for letting go of what's no longer serving you, and recognize your pattern of self-sabotage that you're holding in place because of I feel like there's a lot of holding on to this person and connection. Again, while I say this, of course, there's going to be some of you, again, with that defensive energy that are like, no, and this is my person, and this, where it's like, well, that might be, I'm not seeing whether or not this is the person that the universe brings in. Again, with that Moon energy and cosmic purpose, that's very much where the universe is like, well, that's not the point. If it's this person that's supposed to come in your life, we will bring this person in for that. If it's someone else, we're going to bring in that person. But there is the universe like, okay, you're not supposed to know who this is going to be. Right? More so like ride the waves of, again, you cannot control. This is something that you cannot control. So let go, trust the universe that they have your best interest at heart. Again, I do see that 10 of Pentacles coming in your life, that happiness, fulfillment, again, legacy, children, house, a car, like anything that you might want and need being there. That's what they're wanting or willing to bring in. But at the same time, I feel like you're kind of fighting it off. You're kind of, again, not trusting, not riding the wave. Because I feel right now they're very much focused on, because I feel like, you know, the Queen of Wands is a badass energy. Maybe a bit selfish, but someone that has a lot of fun. Does the thing that she wants to do, follow her own rhythm and vibe. Don't take crap from no one, goes after what it is that she wants, but above all has a lot of fun in her life. And I feel like with that Ace of Wands, the universe has been wanting to bring that into your life. But as long as you're not moving away, or you're still having those self-sabotaging thoughts, or behaviors, they're like, well, we cannot bring this in while you are in that state. Because look at that, the Four of Cups. I feel like they have been trying to bring something or someone in for you, but you're just so focused on like the cups that are lost here, that you cannot see the fun things. Like a whole as mermaid is being brought in by the universe, and you didn't notice, right? And I feel like that's a little bit why they're maybe a bit tough love, where they're like, well, I'm not telling pal number 8, right? We're not telling them. Because they need to let go, move forward, and trust us with this. So I'm sorry I couldn't give, this is the only pile where I'm like, I'm not sure if it's going to be this person where there is reconciliation, more so of just trust the universe. And you know, there is a thing of manifestation. There's a difference between manifestation and being stubborn and just holding on to something. Because also, like, you know, be aware of what it is about this person that you're trying to manifest or not. Know that, however, there is always a choice. The universe brings in things, and it's for you to decide whether or not you want to go with it or not. I'm just feeling a bit bummed that I cannot give you a clear answer as to will there be reconciliation with this person. But yeah, I do want to leave the reading here for you guys, because I don't think there's going to get more out of this than what I have said right now. So I am going to leave it here. I hope it was helpful, nevertheless. I hope it resonated. If it did, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I feel like I have been a bit of an asshole with this reading, but I don't know. Let me know. And I apologize if I did. I'm sorry. But yeah, let me know. Let's have a little bit of a talk in the comments about this. Like the video if you enjoyed watching this type of content, so I know that I can make more of this. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's very helpful for me. Show your support to me and the channel as well. Thank you all so much for all the love and support I have been getting so far. It is very, very overwhelming, but thank you so much. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your day. Go kick ass. You absolutely got this, like, honestly. Yeah, have a wonderful day, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading.